But
If you go to the account settings in the upper right, it says app version. I don't know if you guys have, I'll put it in the chat what I have.
It's grayed out though. In fact, even my name and my email, I can't even type my name. Oh, I guess I got without a button here.
yeah, you
Yeah,
have
you
to
have to activate it.
Oh, okay. I got it. Never mind.
That's what I call the ranks. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I see. That's the version I have.
To get that back. Give me 1 second.
Let me see. Look at that.
Yeah, I saw this.
Marty,
I saw this happened over the weekend, Kyle. It didn't happen today, but I didn't bring it up because I knew you were going to be on this call.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, I hit Dev on it real quick because I didn't see it on my call, but obviously all y'all are getting it. Can you click on your profile right there in the top left there, Smarty? Top left of your, yeah, right there you go. Okay, so that's still got all your information. So it didn't, that information is stored in the same spot. So I'm not quite sure. Go back down to
All
settings.
my
Then,
posts are there.
yeah,
So on the posts of
I
Smarty and
would,
Kyle, the
yeah,
posts that were already done still have, my name and text me at the bottom left, and
yeah,
still has my color patterns.
yep.
But the ones that I did over the weekend, that's when I noticed they were all gone.
Yeah, everything. So when those settings are changed, it will never affect something that's already made. So that would make sense if those settings somehow deactivated over the weekend, then what you created after that shouldn't. But what I'm going to do is we should be able to reinstate that through an update similar, um, so that everybody gets that stuff back. So just go ahead. Like it sounds like that's what James got because his stuff came back. So what I'll do is I'll just have Ben push that as an update. Ben's our lead dev, and that should reinstate everything that you guys had before. So I would just leave it alone for now since it doesn't affect the
Yeah, let's
blog
not mess with
anyway.
it.
Yeah, it doesn't affect the blog. So let's just do that, and then we'll come back to it. Hopefully, I'll get word by the end of this call.
How should we leave it turned off or turned on?
I would leave it turned off. Just leave it as it lies right now.
What I miss?
I already put all my information in. Should I take it back out?
Oh, you're fine. Whatever you want to do, Sandy. It's not going to affect anything we're doing today. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I just turned it off and left it where it was.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and pull up.
Go ahead and pull up.
Noel, I'm getting some echo from you.
Somebody else is talking.
There we go. Everybody go ahead and pull up your real estate content.ai account. And Smarty, if you could go to the content calendar real quick on the left-hand side and just kind of park it there until everybody gets there.
Is that where you want us as well? Content
Yeah.
calendar?
Yeah, just start there for now so I can get everybody on the same spot.
Okay.
I'll just let everybody take the time to log in, do all their stuff. Yep. And then if you just signed up, if you're getting signed up right now with the link in the bio, just go ahead. You're going to see a red screen that's going to be asking you like some information about your business. You can just put in like really simple placeholders for now, just like literally the word, change later or something like that, and just click through it until you get to the calendar so that you guys can follow along. So I'll put that link back in here in the chat. So if you don't have a real estate content.ai account right now, use this link so you guys can follow along there. And I've got a case study too. I'm going to pull up for y'all about blogging and SEO. This is the same one that I used for all of my businesses and my websites. And we'll talk about this after we get done getting everybody's stuff connected because this is really cool. Okay. Anybody not on the calendar yet? Let me know in the chat or raise your hand, whatever's easiest for you. If you just need a couple extra seconds to get to the calendar, let me know.
Is it going to matter if our Go High Level is connected? Because it's
We're
not
gonna
yet.
connect it. We're gonna go through and connect it and troubleshoot it right now. I just want to make sure everybody gets to the integrations part. Yep. Okay, everybody. So if you are looking at your calendar like Smarty is right now, I need you to click on the arrow on the top left-hand side of your screen right there, Smarty, to expand that sidebar. And then we're going to click on integrations right there in the middle. Yep. Once y'all are on the integrations page, you can go ahead and scroll down just like Smarty's doing right there. And you're looking for Go High Level Blog on the bottom right side of your screen.
Wow, I'm your Vanna White.
Yeah.
And connect?
Yep. And then Smarty, go ahead and click connect. You guys will be able to see it's going to ask you to log into your Go High Level account. Click the blue button to log in. And then you'll be prompted to put in your account information for your Go High Level site.
Marty, I'm getting a, oh, maybe I gotta log out and log in again or something.
Yeah, mine says, hi, meet high level, your new marketing assistant.
Sandy, you want to make sure, so after you click connect,
Uh-huh.
like on our screen, then it should pop up. The next screen you should see, I'll have a blue button that says login.
I did.
And then you should see sign into your account as that next screen.
Kyle, it appears if you're already signed in on that browser, you don't have to do it. It just
Oh,
connects.
because I am already signed in. Okay, that's why I'm getting
If
all.
you're already signed in, you're good, guys. But like
Okay.
I wasn't signed in, so I'm gonna get a code and sign in.
Gotcha. So that's good. If you're on that screen that Sandy's on, just hold tight right there.
So I'm getting an invalid authorization. I'll try an incognito.
Gotcha.
So mine is saying if you're already logged in, please log out and log in again. So should I
Right,
do
that's what mine says.
Yep, that's what mine says.
Yeah, go if it's prompting you for that. I would just go ahead and log out, log back in. If it's still giving you trouble, you can try Jonathan's solution right there where it's doing the incognito window.
So I had it opened in Go High Level, and I got a message that says appgohighlevel.com refused to connect.
Yeah, now I'm getting an unauthorized notice.
Smarty, on your screen, if you see those notifications, it's not related to the blog there. Okay. So let's do Bob first. So Bob, how about you share your screen? And then I can kind of walk you through it here.
Oh, I see you brought in the blog ID, Kyle.
Yeah, so it should bring in for yours automatically. If it doesn't bring it in automatically, I have a graphic that I can paste into the chat that'll show you where to find that blog ID.
Mine says invalid authorization.
Yeah.
If
Show
you're
us where to find that if you would, Kyle. That'd be good.
Oh, your blog ID?
Yes, please.
Yep, let me throw that in the chat for you right now.
Yeah, my blog ID comes up with the URL for realestatecontent.ai.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing.
That's where I'm at.
I can't even get logged in.
Yeah. Sandy.
Sandy and Tim, when you click on to log in, you have a login page. It's used for user and password.
No, it says please log in. I hit login, and every time I hit it, let's see what it says.
Invalid authorization.
It says please log in to Go Level. Note if you're already logged in, please log out, which I already did log out. And so now it just keeps going back to the same screen. Please log out, log in. Please log out, log in.
Okay. I was having the same trouble. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into incognito mode and log in that way.
How do you do it? Oh, incognito? You mean like a private screen?
Sandy, if you don't know incognito in Chrome, if you go up
Yeah,
there,
I see it. Okay, so what do I type in when I get to incognito?
Go to Real Estate AI, log in there.
Oh, okay, that's where you need me to log in there. Okay. Okay, got it.
Hey, Campbell, I threw that graphic. If you guys got past that and you're looking for your blog ID, the graphic in the chat right here is where you find it. There's a blue box at the very top right there.
Here's the graphic I'm sharing the graphic on the screen here, guys.
So that slug right there at the very top of your URL, all those gross numbers with the /, that is your blog ID. If you can
Is
get
it
up
unique
here.
or is it unique or is it the same?
yeah, it's unique to everybody.
It's everything after the hash when you're on the blog
Oh, okay.
section.
Does everybody
Dana-
see that on the top? Kyle's got a blue box around it, so it's after the backslash.
I'm still getting logged in.
Now, well, it says that my login is not right, and it is right.
Real estate content AI.
Yeah,
Are you using the correct email? You might have
I
multiple.
only have one email, yeah. Well, yeah. Shoot, so I guess I can just do forgot password, do a new one.
I would try to use if you go into your passwords in your Google Chrome. So do your passwords auto-populate usually?
No, I never do that. I always deny. I'm always
Okay.
paranoid to have my passwords online.
Yeah, it's most likely just double check that you don't have caps lock on.
I'm looking right at it. I'm literally looking right at it. Let me see. Marty, that's
Marty,
right.
how quick would it take to set up a blog?
What's that,
Yeah.
Rob?
How quick would it take to set up a blog test site?
Oh, you don't have a blog yet?
No.
Just hit blog right now, right here, when you're on the blog
So
page.
it's after the site / and then before the question tab.
Correct. Yeah, it's the site and it's the first /, and you also want to copy the /.
Kyle, will you look at what I just posted to you here in the chat? Because my URL on this particular page looks a little different.
Yes. Yeah. Throw that in the
Mine
chat.
does too.
I'll take a look there.
That's what I got for mine, Kyle.
Okay. So you want to do okay.
So why they're doing that, Rob Dietrich, follow me. You go to sites, you go to blog.
See it.
On blog, there is a button that says create a blog.
Actually, there is one. I do have one blog I created back in December.
Yeah, so you don't want more than one. You just want one.
Yeah.
So if you click on it, it opens it up and it'll tell you how many posts you have and all this.
Got one post. Yeah.
Right. So you're good to go.
Okay, I logged on.
I'm in too. I just got through using Jonathan's method. So I'm at the Go High Level blog, and it says I'm connected. So what do we do?
The end of that URL on the page for me says !tab equals blog - posts.
Yep. I'm getting a count here just to make sure.
No, on my Go High Level, it says sign in. I don't usually sign in. It's automatic.
It's because it's an incognito tab, Sandy.
Incognito, Sandy. It always asks you.
So how do I know what my password is? I thought
You got to know your password of your CRM.
You got to go to your password keeper and copy it and paste it over.
I don't have one.
Sandy, I got to get you set up with a password keeper.
Yeah, you really need it.
Wow.
You really need it.
So much easier.
You really need it.
Yeah.
So the ID is just the characters, not the full URL, correct?
I don't know what it
Correct.
is. I can't get into Smarty. There's no way you know what it is, Smarty. No way. Yeah.
If you never change it, it's smart offers at 25.
Okay, let's try that.
So we're grabbing between location and blogs is what we're grabbing?
So here's my theory, Campbell. Sorry, I've been working on this blog, this URL slug for you guys. So this is right before that question mark where yours would say 40Q.
Yep.
Try copying everything before that question mark. So I'm going to paste that in the chat for you right here.
Got it.
Campbell.
Okay, I'll try that one, buddy.
Give that a shot. Yeah.
I did that. Obviously, my slug's different, but after the site and then before the question mark. But I don't know if this is on your schedule for a rollout, Kyle, but you can look at the blog API and you can query blogs and get the site.
That is what we are talking to Go High Level team about right now, because when we run that call, it does not respond.
Oh, well, they're late.
So ideally, that would have been taken care of for you. But unfortunately, they are broken right now, and we weren't about to wait on that to get this going for you guys. So
Yeah.
a little bit of manual labor.
So guys, in the interface here, guys, if you're on your blog website that looks like this, to get the blog ID, you have to open the blog right here. So Philly Smarts is my blog. When
Okay.
I click on that, then up in the top, this is the URL you're going to grab. So I'm grabbing the / all the way to the question mark
After the word site.
after the word site, including the / after site. I'm copying and I'm ending the copy at the question mark.
Okay. That works.
And then if I go to our real estate content AI, it's right here. You paste it and you hit save.
You probably want to put your / there because you're missing it.
Yeah.
So how do we know it's actually valid? That's the key question.
Let's test it. Test it.
How do you
How to
test it?
post a blog is going to be the
Post a blog.
solution.
Exactly.
Anybody who was having the difficulty with the settings right there, with it not showing up earlier today, can you put your email username in the chat for your account? I just need the team to go check in on your account so they can try to duplicate it.
Can you guys help me out? I'm finally connected. I'm at that page that's on the screen. I just got there. It says connected. Where do I go from here?
You hit connect.
It says connected in green, so I'm already connected.
Down below, do you see the blog ID like I have here?
No. How do I get that?
So not the question mark, huh?
So Sandy, watch what I'm doing.
Okay.
So in the CRM.
So now I got to log on to the CRM.
Yeah, you definitely want to be in the CRM because that's where your
Well, I logged out because I couldn't get in.
well, just log back in.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
Okay.
So everybody should have the blog ID now.
What should it look like successfully connected? Because it doesn't
Like this, Rob.
change.
My screen, it says connected. And then I have the blog ID here.
Oh, you got //
//
Okay, I'm in the CRM.
For the people that are not getting connected, I would encourage them to log out of Go High Level, log out of the real estate content.ai, clean out your cookies and cache, and then open everything back up again. Make sure you've got everything out before you do it.
Okay, Smarty, I'm inside the CRM. Where do I go from here?
Go to sites, go to blog.
All right, hold on. Don't go too fast. I gotta find sites. Sites. Go to blogs. Okay.
You see my screen?
I do.
You're going to open your blog down here. So I'm clicking on Philly Smarts.
Yep.
And up here in the URL, you're copying from after the word site, you're copying the / all the way to the question mark.
Okay.
Control C to copy.
Okay.
But not the question mark.
Not the question mark.
Oh, I did this question mark. Okay.
The question mark. So / all the way to the question mark. Not including.
I just pushed my test.
Mine didn't have a question mark.
Okay.
Then you go back to our real estate content AI, and there's a field down here that says, what's your blog ID? You paste it right there.
Okay.
And you hit the save button.
Thank you.
There we go. All right. And then after everybody's gotten past that step, you should see green connected right there next to the Go High Level on top of where it says Go High Level /blog with
Right
the
here.
Go.
So now you know that your CRM is connected to the real estate content AI.
This young guy that's teaching this class though, or is hosting it, this is his software platform. Pretty incredible what he's built.
Lee Winnick.
Thanks, Charlie.
Oh, sorry, Kyle. I muted you by accident. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, I got a question. So my ID doesn't start with it doesn't like it's random, right? It's random.
It's a random ID.
Yeah, because mine starts with numbers 6,
Yeah,
7.
yeah. Don't worry. It's a random number that gets generated.
Yeah, it's unique to everybody.
Does anyone have anything with numerals at the start?
Yeah, don't worry about it, Rob. Whatever you copied in the URL.
Looks longer than your one though.
Marty,
Make sure
is it supposed to have the slash at the beginning of the ID?
Yep. Yeah, it's from the slash to the question mark. Is everybody here?
Sounds like
we're about to do a blog now. So once you have it connected, the hard stuff is out of the way. Now you're going to do another blog, and it just shows up.
Now we get to the fun stuff.
The fun stuff.
I'm still struggling here.
No,
What's happening, James?
Well, I'm stuck on I went in incognito mode, and then I thought I was getting in, but now it says select an account.
Yep, you're selecting your account.
Yeah, I keep clicking on it. It says sub account, but
Yeah,
it's the
sub account. You're going to select your James Brown account.
It like keeps kicking me back to the integrations page.
When
there we go. Finally, it got me.
Nice.
I'm back. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Thanks for waiting. All right, cool.
So we're supposed to, once we have that thing in with the slash mark, what's next? Or are we all
Make sure you
waiting?
hit save.
Yep.
And then you should see that your Go High Level blog is connected. If you got a green connection, you've done everything right.
Yep. I got a green connection and I have all the letters and numbers underneath it.
So now we're ready to start blogging.
Nice. All right.
So now we're going to go to the content calendar, right, Kyle?
Yep. Okay. All right. So once everybody's at the calendar, what we're going to do here is essentially follow the same steps that you've done before to create social media posts. So there's two ways that we can create these blogs, similar to the ways that we can create our normal posts. Either we can suggest a topic. So Smarty, go ahead and click on suggest topic. And that's on right above the M in March right there. I know you're moving stuff around.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Let me stop sharing and reshare. There we go. All right, I'm back in gear. So I'm going to say suggest topic here.
So suggested topic, if you guys haven't used this before, this works well for blogs as well. So essentially when you click on suggest topic, if you have your account set up already, so if you had just purchased your account and you put in just some placeholder information, then you're not going to get results right now. For everybody else that's already have their settings done, then what you should see from these suggested topics is that AI has learned who your customers are, where you live, and what their problems are, and it's organized all of that content into suggested topics. Now, you can use these suggested topics for blogs as well, and the way that we would do that is by clicking on one of these topics. So you can choose any topic like that. So this is a good example right here. So if you're using Bob's prompts, talking about AI certified agents and things like that, like this one right here, how sellers can get benefit from an AI certified agent, then you can do it one of two ways. So I would recommend for this one, we'd want to hit generate, but you could also click the arrow to the next of it that says generate with web search. Web search does very well with topics that would require research, right? So if you're talking about, these are my...
An update.
Yeah, if you're like, hey, these are my favorite things to do in Sacramento, in the month of March, right? So like generate with web search would do really well with that because it'd be able to search the internet, figure out what's going on.
Other things, guys, like I did one, what's the top 5 coffee shops in Fittler Square, Pennsylvania?
Right. Now, one thing there is
research the internet, and then it came up with the top 5 coffee shops.
one thing to note here, guys. So if you remember, realestatecontent.ai is programmed to take the topic that you give it and make it a general topic, right? So what you type in up here isn't going to be exactly what the blog is, right? It's going to be the general topic of what the blog is. And the reason it does that is because this is designed for when you put in a topic and you click 4, 5, or 6 days of social media posts, all of those need to be different, right? So whatever we type in up here at the top, it's not going to be the exact title of our blog, but it will be the subject matter of the blog. That's very important for you guys to know that. Okay. So Smarty, go ahead and click the black generate right there.
Did you
and
want
have to open up our calendar. So let's go ahead. You can choose any day that you've got open for a blog. There you go. Now I like this idea. What Smarty's doing here is where he's choosing multiple days. So remember, even though we use one topic, it's going to make all of those blogs different from one another. So it's advantageous for us to choose multiple days like that. Also, what you guys are going to see when I kind of show some of this case study information later, it's beneficial for you to post a lot of blog content, right? You don't want to use blogs sparingly. You want to be posting a lot of blog content. So doing something like this is really smart. Okay. And then
Kyle,
Smart, go ahead and click blog down there and then go ahead, Campbell.
can I give you a heads up? I started this before any of you got there, and it's still not generated my blog. It will not give me access to the author or categories, so it appears that it has not gotten synced with my account.
I'd have
reload.
I'd have to see it just to be sure. You also want to make sure that you're not clicking on an old blog, but it's hard to tell you from not seeing your screen. But go ahead and click generate, Smarty.
Campbell, hit the reload button.
I will, buddy. Doing it right now.
And then if you scroll down real quick for me. Yeah, then we can see, there it is. There's one loading in on the 11th right there, the 18th, so on and so forth. So the blogs, go ahead and click on one of the blogs that's already scheduled there, Smarty.
Okay, yeah.
Just as an example.
Yeah, reloaded work.
Drag that
It
over.
worked.
Can you do that?
Okay, click on one of the ones that's scheduled, not the one that's expired real quick.
Drag it over to the current day.
There you go. No, Sandy, don't mess with any of that right now. Just focus on following, just making the blog. So what you guys can see here, I just want to talk about this structure. So once your blogs load, first of all, the image is going to take a while to load. The images take a lot longer to load than the captions do. The caption is your blog. So Smarty, if you scroll down a little bit on that right-hand side, kind of put your cursor off to the side just so you can kind of make, and then scroll down. Like put it like right in the middle of the screen maybe, and then scroll. There you go. So that's your blog right there, guys, right? In that gray box that says post caption, that's where your blog is. So once you click on that yellow box, you're going to see 2 drop-down options for selecting your author and then selecting the category. If you scroll down, you'll see that big gray box, and that's where your blog content is. That's where that whole blog lives. It's a little bit easier to see if you kind of scroll off, like Smarty's doing off there to the side. So you can see that whole blog living in there. Right? So you can see here using Bob's prompts, Smarty was able to generate blogs about, Cash Plus and AI certified agents and all that kinds of stuff, which is great for.
We're using Bob's prompts inside here.
If you have
here in the main settings of Real Estate Content AI, Tim, you set up your prompts. That's the first thing you do in the platform.
Yep.
And then, okay, I'll have to figure that out.
So Smarty, did it generate your blog right there with the sub headings, or did you do something?
No, it generated.
Yeah, it does all that for you.
Mine looks nothing like that.
Yeah, it should. So if you scroll it down, you might see some sizing differences, but what matters is the content. The actual way that's worded should be multiple paragraphs, things like that. So, Smarty, go ahead and click into, if you could, one of those blogs that you have.
Just created.
Yeah.
Mine didn't generate any headings. It just has bullet points and number ordered list.
Yeah,
That's what I'm seeing.
it might. I'll have to see an example. If you guys could throw a screenshot in the chat real quick. But Smarty, go ahead and scroll down so you can see the blog right there on the left-hand side. Yeah, that one's got headings and subheadings and paragraphs like it should. If your blog doesn't look like that with paragraphs and subheadings and things like that, then throw a screenshot in the chat if you can. But it will have some bullets. See how sometimes there's bullet points in there. But for the large part, it's going to have paragraphs, subheadings, and things of that nature. So also what you guys are seeing on Smarty's screen is on the left-hand side, you have that image that's still being generated. So that is an AI-generated image. They take a while to load, a couple more minutes, and then that image will also upload to your blog if you want it to. And then right there, Smarty, if you want to talk through and demonstrate how you select that category and the author and what that means for everybody on
Yep.
there.
So inside your blog, guys, if I come over here to the Go High Level and I go in and I edit, let me come over here to settings.
So one thing I did notice, Smarty, can go back to real estate AI.
Yeah, I just want to show everybody inside your system here, when you're editing the blog,
Does it automatically go there under that category from real estate AI?
this is where I'm looking. So in the settings of your blog in the CRM, there's authors right here. So this is where you add yourself as an author. That's going to be one of the selections in real estate AI. And then you have categories. And this is a way for you to categorize your blogs on your website, because Go High Level, your blog will allow a reader to sort your blog post by category. So if they just want to see fun stuff, they can see all Smarty's fun stuff blogs when they're on my website. Okay. So you could add as many categories as you want. So I have fun stuff, Philly happenings, and real estate related blogs. So when I go back to real estate content AI, Kyle exposes them right here in the interface. So when I open up the blog on his site, I have the category. So I'm going to say this is going to be real estate related. And then the author is Smarty.
So I don't see it. Isn't it supposed to go there once you add that tag? Shouldn't it, when you go back to your Go High Level, shouldn't it be in there?
No, Sandy. So
You haven't scheduled it yet. It's unscheduled.
I did. I
Yeah.
scheduled mine and it's not there.
So Sandy,
Oh.
it's just like your social media posts. Remember how the calendar corresponds to what day and time it posts on?
Yes.
So unless you hit, post right now, it
Got it.
will not show up. It's going to schedule and deploy these blogs.
And I didn't do it till tomorrow, so that makes sense. So does that mean it's going to go there tomorrow though? That's my
Yeah.
question.
So,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Kyle, if you notice on Smarty's post caption, it has actually the title colon and then it has the title. So
Where are you seeing that? Sorry. Oh, okay.
Right
Yeah, right
here.
there. So that should be just a markdown thing. So when that posts, it shouldn't actually say title. Because that should, when this goes, like Jonathan, like Go High Level is getting the raw data in markdown, and then should translate that to a title heading for you. If you guys ever see that it says title like that on the actual blog on your Go High Level account, let me know, because it shouldn't. It should. Go High Level essentially will read that and say, okay, that needs to be title font.
because when mine generated, you can see it in the chat. It didn't have the title portion in it. And then also, I guess maybe you're doing some filtering on the back end, but anyway, but yeah, the reason I put the post there is because it doesn't have any of the headings or anything.
A lot of that display stuff, like from your post in the chat, is just like the formatting that you're seeing. And then when it gets sent to Go High Level, it will have all the markdown stuff in it.
Okay.
So if you look at That's how it should work. If you look at like Bob's blog, like you'll see that it has like all the titles and subheadings and different font sizes and things like that. So if I had to guess, it's probably a display error on our end, but when it actually goes out to your blog, it should correct the sizing. So Marty, if you refresh on your screen and then go to one of those blogs that has been loading, it should probably have your images loaded by now.
Kyle, I went back and I had blogs already in here. I grabbed one of the ones that I already had sitting here.
Yep.
And those are the ones that aren't formatted. I just made a new one and it's formatted perfectly.
There you go. It's part of the update. Good to hear. So yeah, there you go. So here is, yeah, go ahead, Campbell.
When it does an image and it's misspelled everything, is there a way to correct that?
Yeah, not on the image because it's an AI generated image. It sucks at spelling. So those images are totally optional. You can take those images out you'll have to go through Go High Level to remove it, but there's no image editor for AI generated images on this section.
So you literally just have to change it to another image if you don't like what it's done then.
Yeah, what you can do is
See where it says upload your own content right here.
Yep.
So you could go out to Grok Campbell, get a better image, and then upload it right here on the blog.
Yeah, it misspelled it, butchered everything in it.
Yeah.
That's an AI thing. Yep. Bill, Smarty might be able to help out with this. Doesn't have a category in the drop down of category.
Yeah. So Bill, let me go back here. So I'll navigate. You go to sites, blogs. So let me go off of here. So you go to the blog page. This is your blog. So if you have your blog here, Bill, you open it up. And let me get out of this. Actually, no, before I go back here, you go back to the main page. Okay. There's a little gear.
Gear.
You hit the gear at the top. So I'll go back and show you. So when you're on this page with your blog that says how many blog posts you have and stuff,
right?
You hit this gear. And on the gear is where you're going to define your author and your categories.
Okay. All right, let me do that.
So come up with some fun categories and what type of blogs you're going to have.
In real estate content, can we assign more than one category?
No, it can go to one category individually. So like you wouldn't have a blog. The way that you would set up your categories on your blogs, you typically wouldn't have a blog that would feature multiple categories. It would usually be segmented to one.
Yeah. And Chris,
that's not correct. I mean, if I'm doing a blog on using AI, to sell real estate, I want to be able to put AI certified agent category. I want to be able to put real estate category. I want to be able to put real estate trend category.
Is that an option in Go High Level there, Smarty, where you can deploy a blog to multiple categories? I figured the category function.
Yes.
Yeah, multiple.
Yeah, see right here, Kyle. So like I say, this is also fun stuff.
Yeah, I got you. So it's multiple in there. So you guys wrote blogs before, doing multiple categories on there?
Yeah, WordPress.
I always do categories on all of my blogs except for the fun things happening in the area.
I mean, for example, like if we have a sell before you buy blog or something like that, it would be buyers and sellers.
Gotcha. And then what I'll do, so I think Jonathan also recommended this. So we'll add in the multiple selected categories. For now, if you can access a blog that's already posted and you can manually add it to more categories, that's your quick fix for now.
Yeah. So to get to that, Chris, to get to it, you open the blog, and then up at the very top, it says update settings. When you click on update settings on the blog, this screen comes up, and this is where you could change the keywords. You could change the categories. So I'll make all 3 categories for this one. So this is how you do it.
And then if you click that, if you blog and SEO at the top, that's where you could change out the picture Campbell's asking about.
Yeah.
Where? How do you do that?
Right. In the blue, not, nope.
Oh, not in there? Do the same thing? Okay.
Right there. That's where you could change the picture out, and it doesn't look like it's bringing in alt text. So You're probably going to want to add alt text.
I don't remember when we added categories having to do the Alt SEO, put in a photo and add a slug and a cat and description just for a category name. Am I in the wrong place? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you have to go back and do that. It doesn't automatically have that when you set up the category.
So this is where I could change. I could ask for a new image and then change it right here. Remove this one, add a different one.
That's good
So
to
do
know.
you have to put the categories in the blog first so they appear and the author as well?
You're doing that on Real Estate AI, Rob. When it generates your blogs, you pick your categories you want.
Yeah, so I don't see where I can choose myself as an author anywhere.
Yeah, right here. I'm on AI, Real Estate Content AI. I'm going to look at the 18th blog, and right here is the author.
Mine doesn't come up with an author.
That means you don't have it in your Go High Level.
Hit reload. You got to hit reload the first time you do it. Mine wasn't there either, but when I hit reload, they all showed up.
Oh, that would help. Thanks. Reload.
Yeah, I'm doing reload and I'm not getting the author either. But my blog site's completely brand new. I just added myself as an author to the main site of the blog, but it still isn't refreshing through the reload function.
Yeah, what I did, guys, is I just went up here and I hit the refresh. So it's refreshing the AI and then it showed up. I'm getting these post errors. I think this is because my X wasn't
That's your X.
X.
So the reason why you are seeing so many of those, Smarty, is because you had all of those X posts that were going out, probably every single day while you had your X account not connected.
Got
So
it. Yeah.
you probably logged like 25 of those errors.
Yeah.
And that's why every time you log in, it's asking you to close them because it's like it's got 25 of them banked in.
Will it resolve itself once I connect the X again?
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's just right now it's not doing anything bad to your account. It's just, an annoying notification.
Annoying. Yeah.
So is the idea here that we will start creating our blogs in Real Estate Content AI, or it's just another tool to use?
Chris, the way I look at it, it's another tool to use. So I'm going to have certain days of the month that I'm going to have Real Estate Content AI do the blog. But like what Bob and I are doing is I have over 150 communities and neighborhoods and towns that I want to have community pages created. And for each of those community pages, I'm doing 5 blogs per community.
Right.
So there I'm just using ChatGPT to write those blogs.
Yeah. Yeah, I do market updates and I want to do, I've done a couple of those community pages and I want to do more. Yeah, I really like that idea.
Yeah.
I would still do it now that this is set up.
Thing that Kyle has, we could do the market updates as a blog too now on Kyle's platform.
I would do a blog every day out of Kyle's platform now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the blog is, what it's about. I just get another one out there every day.
Absolutely. How long should it take for it to show once you've hit publish?
For it to show up on your website?
On the scheduled date, Campbell.
I did it for today, and I did it for right now, and it said it published it right now.
Yeah, Smarty, I don't know.
Yeah, let's do one on mine. We'll see it work in action here. So if I go to today's date.
No, mine didn't post.
Mine didn't post either. It said it posted at 3:48:37, and it did not do it.
Should you refresh?
That's an old blog, Smarty.
Yeah, I've refreshed inside my Go High Level blog index.
So if I move this one over here.
Okay, it came back with an error. It said, error posting content. We were unable to successfully post your content. Click here to learn why.
That would be for a different post. It's probably for a different social media post that you have. Because the error notification for blogs is worded differently. Smarty, what you want to do instead, so if you click off that calendar right there that you're on, next to schedule and approve, you see that arrow that points down?
Yeah.
Click on that arrow and then do post now.
Huh?
Okay. So this is sent to, it will send it to Go High Level. And then it was showing up on Smarties. I don't know if it was 10 minutes later or something like that. It just takes a second for it to recognize everything.
So does it actually publish the blog, or does it go in here as a draft and we can go in and make any updates before it goes out?
I do believe it publishes as a blog, Smarty. Am I correct
Yeah,
with that?
this one here published it for me, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
Yeah.
I tried doing it a second time. It came back with the same error message.
Yeah, it's a log. Campbell, you're seeing old messages from.
Oh, this is a brand new post I just created.
Yeah, it's the error. Like the error for blogs is worded differently, so I know it's not coming from that one. So for that one, what I'm seeing here, so like that one said it was posted at 12:41 p.m. If I had to guess, that was probably scheduled for noon. So there's a chance that there's a lag there. It just depends on where Go High Level is at with
I'll
that.
show you a screenshot of what I'm seeing right now.
Yep. Okay, that's inside of it. So you want to make sure these are the integration sections out of the app. Your spec issue. Double make sure, send in what your URL slug is for your blog.
For mine?
Yeah, because you just want to, I want to make sure that it's connected to the correct.
Okay, I'm going to go straight to the blog itself and open it up and send you the slug.
Perfect.
So Kyle, if we ask for this blog to be published on 3 separate days, which blog does it post to Go High Level? It doesn't post all 3, would it?
It would post on whichever blogs that you would have selected for each of those in the category. So it would have like Smarty can show like up at the top there. So it would be on categories. So it would post to the blog that you have selected under your integrations and then its respective category.
Right, but if we have that same blog posted on 3 separate days, it's going to write separate blogs for each day.
Correct.
Does that then create 3 blog posts within Go High Level?
Correct.
Yes. Everything on the calendar, Tom, is a blog. There's a blog post is going to go to Go High Level.
A unique post.
It's unique.
So yeah, but you have to go.
It
doesn't schedule them. You have to schedule them.
You have to schedule them. Yeah.
Right. I get it. Yep. Okay.
That's why Bob said it's advantageous. We could fill up the calendar in all 30 days. You got 30 posts going on from Real Estate Content AI.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it's going to be redundant. I mean, we're going to have 3 posts up there for talking about, in this case, certified AI agents 3 times. So we probably need to be aware of how we spread those out.
Yeah. So a couple really good points.
3 times in a month. That's not a big deal.
So a couple of things I want to speak to here. Number one, so automatically, even though it's the same topic, they are very different from each other. So that's why it's designed to do that. Number two, specifically for blogs, and I'll show you guys this when we get into a little bit more like the education side of this thing today. You're like the gold standard for like a really aggressive blog strategy. So like if I was paying like a top tier SEO company, $30,000 a month to do a real big SEO strategy like big boys are doing, you're posting like 300 blogs a week, and a lot of them have the same subject matter. So it's very common to have blogs that are, 80% the same, right? And that's pretty commonplace here. So even if those blogs that you're posting there, Tom, are similar, 20% similar, you're not going to hurt yourself by doing that.
So when you got a second, I got a quick question. So when I tried to schedule now, I just put in a screenshot. It's taken me to this Go High Level blog integration screen.
Yeah, it's because you don't have your blog ID in there. See
I did that earlier when we were doing it, and it says I'm connected, so that's why I'm confused.
So right there where it says Go High Level blog ID, there's nothing in that section right now. So just throw that blog ID in there again and then click save and just wait for it a second to make sure that it has saved that blog ID. There's a chance that if the blog ID was entered incorrectly and you hit save, it kicked it out.
Try it again.
Yeah, anybody who's getting any kind of posting error, you'll want to run back to, so like Campbell, you as well, you want to run back to integrations and check and make sure that your blog ID is correct.
And we include the backslash after the word site.
Yeah, don't type the word site. It's just backslash and then
up to, but not including the question mark.
Correct.
So Kyle, I don't know if there's a time delay, but I'm looking on my blog.
Yep. I'm having Ben. Yours might be a little delayed too, Smarty, because I've got Ben in here who's checking your account out.
Yeah.
So, Kyle, here's the settings that I have, and I'm getting the same errors that everybody else is getting with the blog posting.
And that's a correct URL. Okay, so give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second.
This is great for you to be able to go through and get the kinks out.
Oh yeah, this is very much like, so
Perfect, right?
We have been on with Go High Level all weekend. Smarty can attest, like we were working on this all week and all weekend. And we had to make a game time decision today. We're like, okay, we're going to push off this training or we're going to keep it going. So you guys are getting it in a state where Go High Level should still be troubleshooting it. We were able to, the fact that we were able to get it to post to Smarty's account and do everything it needed to do on his account means it does work. It's just, how do we, troubleshoot this with Go High Level to make sure that everything is working appropriately?
Well, knowing that Jonathan is having problems, I still feel better about myself.
Here we go. Let me do, okay.
Doing the same thing.
Click on right now. Give me 1 second here, guys.
Suggest we do the blog connector in incognito because I can't get mine to connect. It just spins.
For the blog connector, where you mean like on the integration side of things?
Yeah.
You might do the blog. You shouldn't have to do it on an incognito. Is it spinning on your realestatecontent.ai page or is it spinning on Go High Level?
It's spinning on your site.
Mine too.
So you might do Sandy's on a incognito, correct?
Yep.
Give me 1 second here.
Okay, now it says connected Go High Level. How can I verify that it's actually connected?
If it says connected, there's no other way to verify it.
Okay.
I'm referring to
that code. I don't know who's that, Rory.
Yeah, but if I go to the calendar,
when you go do a blog, and then you'll know you're connected if when you open that blog, if you could select your category and author.
I was talking about my photo.
So if you create a blog like I did, if you open it up, you'll see values here if you're successfully connected, assuming you have categories, like build and have categories.
And you got to hit that reload the first time to get them in.
Yeah, I did too.
Marty, would you one more time? I apologize, but I don't seem to be getting the connection from when I take that code in on the blog page and put it in. It just doesn't seem like it's connecting.
Here, I'll stop sharing, Tim. If you want to,
I was going to say, yeah, if you want to share your screen,
let's share your screen, and we'll take a look at yours.
So I've put it in several times right now. So the code that I'm grabbing is this right here, right?
Yep, right before. Yep. So copy that. I just want to take a look and see what it does.
Copy that, and then I put it. Oops, wrong thing here. Then I put it into here. Right. I click save.
Hit refresh real quick before you do that. Like hit refresh on your browser. Let that do its thing.
Oh, is the code supposed to be there when I come back?
No. That's why we did it this way. So paste it in there where it says go high level blog ID. Yep, and then hit save one more
Okay.
time. And then let that do its thing. Aha! I think we've figured it out. Take the front slash out.
Well, you messed us up, man.
I know. I know.
So everybody just go to integrations and go down to go high level.
Yep.
Oh, mine. Did he fix mine? Because mine just says Smarter the Realtor again, like it used to. Oh, no, there it is.
Okay. It's staying this time. Should I go back to high level?
Yep.
So if it was working with the slash there, we don't need to do anything?
If it's working, don't touch it.
Did you get a blog, Bob?
I'll go look.
Hey, question real quick, and I'm sorry, I'm not at my laptop. But when I logged on to this call right before I left the house, it was my real estate content AI was already set up to go high level. Did someone do that, or did it connect by itself?
I'd love to take credit for that, but no.
Already, quick question. The category and author, I swear I've got those in high level, but they're not popping up.
Did you hit the refresh, Tim?
Yeah.
Reload.
Smarty, on yours, since you changed that slug, is it not giving you the categories?
Let me see.
Smarty, mine loaded. Mine went almost instantly.
Yeah, I'm getting them. Once I hit reload, Kyle, they're still coming in.
Gotcha.
Nothing there.
We have a success.
Hey, there we go.
How do I get to that again?
So the solution is no hash?
No slash.
Currently.
Oh, hash.
Jonathan, you
So
might try, if you haven't already, try to publish something.
Oh, I did.
And it worked?
Yeah, I just said it worked.
I didn't know if it was like connection worked or actually published worked. So
Like publish worked.
okay,
So-
that's a
What are the categories again?
Should keywords have come in?
I'm sorry, keywords.
Yeah.
So I got categories. I got authors.
Okay, so I think what Bob was asking about is the metadata. I don't think they
No.
accounted for metadata.
No, it's not going to do.
And the URL slug is just a mishmash. So we're still gonna have some work on our end. We're gonna have to go into these should come in draft mode.
These are going, so keep in mind here, Bob, this is just to show you guys that it will publish to your accounts. We are currently talking to Go High Level about the URL slug, bringing in the IDs automatically, and now we're also adding multiple categories. So this is just like, I wanted to get this in front of you guys as fast as possible, and it's publishing everything. If you want to wait, a couple weeks until it's absolutely perfect, you can, but this is very much like you guys are the test group for it.
But without a category and an author, will this not publish?
I don't know. It should have the category and author.
Tim, get a category and an author in there, Tim.
But that's what I was trying to tell you. It's like I got them, but it's not. They're not. There's my authors. There's my categories. But it's not coming. It's not connecting or something.
Tim, is that in an incognito window right there?
Is that what?
Is this screen right here in an incognito window?
This one is, yes.
You might try accessing this in a non-incognito window now that everything is logged in. You might want to log out of that other window before you do that as well.
Log out of incognito windows.
So Kyle, suggestion. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you've already accomplished a lot, but I mean, meta keywords. Just have create a prompt, add it to your prompt, and like a meta title under 70 characters and meta description under 155.
Yeah. Could you shoot me that in the chat right there?
Yeah,
Right in the dev notes for what we're gonna ask Go High Level to do.
because I think you can. Well, I don't know if those fields are available in the API.
Yeah, that's surprisingly for how open source Go High Level is notoriously. We've had a lot of issues with calling their API and getting it to do what we need it to do. Case in point here with.
I'm in Chrome now and it's still not popping up.
And then go back to your integrations there, Tim. Is that an old blog or did you just create that?
I just made this one, yeah. That's why it's unscheduled.
Go into your, yep, and then
Oh, it's still there.
Before we do, because I was going to have you refresh that and then relog it. Go ahead and copy that blog ID right there. Just perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Smarty. I got all that stuff in our notes.
You see that prompt I gave you?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
This is a great prompt. We use this for all of our meta keywords, title, and
do something next here.
Keywords.
Yep. So hit refresh on the top right. No, on the Go High Level blog actual right there in the top right corner. Yep. And then it should make you log in again. I just want to make sure this will give it the best shot at capturing those categories for you.
You just asked whether this was an older post or not, Kyle. I'm curious.
Yeah. I'm getting the invalid thing again.
Yeah.
That's why I went to the incognito mode before. And I have cleared my cache in between.
Yeah. Open up another window there and log into Go High Level. See if that helps it. Sorry, Dana, go ahead. You were asking a question about.
I'm already logged in, so should I log up?
You think if we want to go back and use some of the blogs that we've been generating along the way that haven't been posting, that we've been kind of saving up, is it advisable or not to try and move those to new spots on the calendar and queue them up?
That's what I was hoping.
It should be able to do that. I'm just troubleshooting with Tim just to go through any possible options, but it should be able to work with other blogs that you have made in the past, and anything you should still be viable.
All right, cool. Yay. This is very cool.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
do you see the messages?
Yeah, I got you. I'm copying and pasting everything into my notes while answering questions and talking to Dev. Okay, let's do. Right there.
Bill Burns, did you get your categories?
There we go. And then also more specifically too, everybody in here, like if you're having issues like Tim that are very specific like that, you can still hit us. So support, like my support team, I already briefed them on everything that we're doing here. So they are equipped to kind of troubleshoot these issues with you guys as well. And I threw their email into the chat right there with you guys. So that's in case you can't get a hold of me. You just want some, because Dev is on that support team as well, and they'll be able to
hit the reload button there.
There
they are.
Maybe that was the issue.
Yeah, you have to hit the reload on these fields. Hit the reload. Hit the reload.
Yeah, I was just looking to see.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah, hit the reload when you're on the screen.
Let me try that. Reload.
And Brian, you said author was a pop-up? Is Brian still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I saw your message. The author was a pop-up.
Yeah, so I have 3 screens going on, and author as well as the categories show up in a pop-up window. So if somebody has pop-up blocker turned off or not looking at the other window, that might be why you were missing the option to select from a drop-down.
Hey, Sorry, real quick. Tim, try scheduling it instead of
That's a
doing.
good point, Brian.
Wait, I don't know how to stop this tutorial coming up, but it posted. Look.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I had to refresh after I said post now. I refreshed and now it's doing it. See it?
No, that's from March 3rd.
Oh
That's
wait,
a Facebook
no,
post
you're
from March
right. I'm
3rd.
sorry. It's this one right here. Yeah. Now it says expired.
You'll have to look at, so try it. Click the calendar, the dates up there, and then just make the time, 5 minutes from now or something like that.
Did you hit post now at the bottom, or did you try to schedule it with the time?
I hit post now when I did it.
And then, Jonathan, when you published yours successfully, did you hit post now or did you schedule it?
I hit post now.
Gotcha.
So did I. When mine went successfully, I hit post now, and it went instantly.
I mean, I tried.
Post now.
Down here, Sandy, when you
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, thank
you
you.
click that little down arrow.
When I go into my Go High Level, it posts now right away, but I don't have a canonical link and I don't have any keywords in.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. So he's not all the way done. They're still.
Oh, okay.
They're working with Go High Level to populate all that data for us, but it's not there yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kyle, if we wanted this to go draft, do we have that option? So I'll tell you why I'm asking that question. I put an overlay on all my blog photos, so my blog page is consistent. So I would have to that's what I do. I download the picture, I put it in Canva, put my overlay on, and then put it inside of Go High Level in the blog.
Hey, Tim, just put your ID in there, right in there, and hit save.
Kyle, I've gone back in. I disconnected. I reconnected. I took the backslash out and I put publish in and it will not do it. I'm still getting an error. It's just not working. My title, the author showing up and the categories are showing up. So I know that's there, but they're not able to post. So I don't know what's going on there.
Give me 1 second here. I want to hit Bob. I'm not ignoring you. I promise.
Mine are not in my Go High Level either. I did post now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do, let me start a line here. Okay, so Tim, I'm seeing your screen right now.
Right.
To reconnect it, so go back into your integrations. And then you want to reconnect from there. And then what I would do is I would drag that post into tomorrow, because I think it's messing it up trying to do it on the same day. And we'll go from there. That's from the incognito one that we've been troubleshooting before.
I'm not in incognito mode. I'm in Chrome now.
I understand. I'm watching your screen, but I'm gonna hit Bob back real quick. So Bob, in your situation for the drafts, because you want all of your images to be the same, I would schedule these posts out, and you can change the images inside of your calendar before they post. So those AI generated images that it creates for you, if you have an overlay that you like to use, if you click on upload your own content right there, you can change the images that it uses so that everything, when it schedules to post it out, will use the overlays that you want it to use.
Okay.
Yep. And then
save the image, make the overlay, and put the new image back in.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And then all the other stuff like the URL slug, metadata, things like that, that's just reliant on Go High Level getting back to us, because their API is not supporting that right now, and we're troubleshooting the error codes that we're getting. So our dev team is literally they're probably on with Go High Level at this moment because I'm talking to them.
So should I go back in and take out that backslash, or no, how do I know if it's working or not working?
You want to take out that backslash. Absolutely.
Okay.
Reconnect it.
Hey, Kyle, if I fail to identify a category or an author, it appears to allow me to continue to schedule and post.
Were you able to verify that on your Go High Level account? Like, did you notice that it was actually publishing there?
No, I haven't done that yet. I just hit schedule and approve, and then I realized, and I went ahead and did it, and then I realized, I didn't go back to Go High Level to see if it actually did it.
I would look out for that just to validate that it's actually publishing. If you hit schedule and approve, it's probably scheduled to go out at a different date, so you will not see it right now. But that's how I would validate that for you.
Kyle, did you want me to do anything else at this point, or are you just going to make a note of it?
I think, Tim, yeah, I've got it noted. I think you're just kind of going back and forth. What I want Tim, you and Campbell to do is hit us at support real quick as you guys are troubleshooting this on your own. put this in the chat again right here.
So I didn't hear that. What was that? What?
Is support at realestatecontent.ai. That's the general support email for everything realestatecontent.ai. And then talk about, hey, I'm from Smarties Group and I'm working on integrating my Go high level. And then they've already been briefed to include development, the dev staff, on all of their support claims regarding what you guys are doing. There we go. Okay, and that doubles for anybody. So I know a lot of people were able to get their posts to successfully publish. Just quick notes from what we've learned on this session in troubleshooting. No / in your ID, in your blog ID. So it's just the alphanumeric code that you're getting in between or after the / and before the question mark. That is your blog ID. If you are running into that kind of error that Tim was getting there, where it's saying invalid login through Go high level, sometimes an incognito window will help that. And then Tim found that if it's not recognizing your categories and your author, just to hit the reload button right there next to those drop downs until those pop up for you.
Okay. Kyle, once we take that slash out of there, do we need to republish?
You will need to, I would republish just because it's probably locked on to that incorrect code. And then my guess, Tom, what would happen is when it actually scheduled to go out for you, it would show an error because it was trying to do the incorrect code. And that's all hypothetical here. All right.
Yeah, I was not able to connect with or without the slash.
What's it throwing back? What error is it throwing back for you?
It's not doing anything. It just sits there.
Did you try? Is it loading? Like it says, like it's loading and it's doing its thing. What are you getting?
No.
So when you enter that code in without the slash, and then you hit save, what are you seeing?
Nothing.
And then when you go back into the calendar and then go back into integrations, does that pop up? Does it?
So I'm going into your calendar, right? So
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not giving me the opportunity to publish anything.
So what I want you to do just to troubleshoot this, when you're in your integrations and your Go high level says connected on the bottom right, you have the green connected part.
Yes.
And then throw in your blog ID.
Yeah.
And hit save. Just wait for a second. Wait for about 30 seconds after you hit save.
Let me take it out and put it back in.
Yep. And then after you do that, you'll want to go to the calendar and then bounce back into the integrations. And if you see that URL slug is still there, then it has saved and connected to your Go high level. What I recommend is just create a new blog or move a blog a couple of days in advance. And then you're going to want to select your author and select your category. And that way the schedule and approve option will show up. There's also a chance that you're looking at a blog that is saying expired. If you're looking at a blog that says expired, it will not give you the option to.
Yeah, I just created the blog this morning. So, and when I hit save, it just sits there. Nothing happens.
It's not, when you hit save on the ID, it won't, it's not supposed to do anything other than that. So go to your calendar.
Content calendar.
And then choose a blog that is, at a later date, not today.
I don't have a blog here to choose from. There's nothing here.
We have to create a blog.
I've already created one.
Can you share your screen with us?
Not on this computer, no.
Okay. Maybe you could send a screenshot into the chat. And
I can't from this computer. No, that's okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh no, it's okay. If you hit us, if you want to hit me individually, or you could hit us right here, our support email. Just see the support email in the Zoom chat. You can hit that and then just describe your problem to me, and then we can handle it off air too. And that'd be no issue.
Mine worked. Yay.
There we go. Andy's good. Okay. Smarty, since we've got 9 minutes left, What do you want to do? You want to do some nuggets of wisdom, stuff that I can leave you guys yet? You're on mute there, man. Smarty, you're on mute.
Let's use the rest on strategy and like that report you got and giving us a direction of how often and all that fun stuff.
So, okay, I'm going to give you guys some cheat codes here. Okay. All right. This is going to be everybody's new best friend. Okay. So this website is the website that I got used to get paid to do SEO for people. This is the website that I used to do it. Now, there's a lot of different ways to measure SEO. Go High Level does have some, very remedial SEO reporting built in. If you're somebody who's been in the industry like Jonathan or Dana, you guys are probably familiar with Ahrefs. That's kind of the gold standard for measuring SEO and website performance. The reason I like to use SEMrush, and I just put the link to this website in the chat, is you can get away with, I think they give you like 10 free clicks per day before they make you pay for it. So I've been using SEMrush for years. I have never paid for an account. I log in with a Google address, and then all you really need to do is put your website up in here at the top, and it will give you all of this data on your SEO, what keywords you're ranking for, your keyword intent. And this will give you guys some good data to measure how your blog strategy is doing. You'll click around and eventually it'll give you a notification that's trying to get you to buy an account. If you just log in 24 hours later, it'll give you another 10 free clicks. So it's not like all you have to do is type in your website and just look at this page. So you guys can pretty much have a free account perpetually and it won't make a difference.
See there, it tells you on your page how many backlinks you have, guys.
Yep.
Backlinks are super important.
Absolutely. So there's a couple of things that you guys want to measure here for your success in creating these strategies. So to Smarty's point, backlinks. Backlinks are substantial to boosting your site authority. So there's a couple of major things. Number one is your domain history. So how old is your website? You can't get around domain history. If you make a brand new website, your SEO is going to suck for a while until, Google's realized that, hey, this website's been around for a year or however long. Okay, that's just part of it. If you guys have a domain that's existed for several years, you're right in the sweet spot where you're really poised for Google to recognize that you have a domain authority and you can start posting content, posting blogs to start building those backlinks and then improving our major metric here, which is organic search traffic. Organic search traffic is really the metric that you guys want to look at for how successful is my website. This number essentially means this is how many people were finding your website as a direct result of their search. Okay. Now, the most time that somebody's going to click on your website is through one of your blogs, right? Because it's going to rank for, these are the things that you need to do in Tuscaloosa. And somebody Googled that, and then your blog got clicked because you wrote a blog about that. So blogs is really going to do a number for increasing this metric. And you guys will know every month when you get in here and you see, this increase in keywords and this increase in search traffic, this is telling you that what you're doing is working. So that's the main thing we want to look for. You want to see this number go up and you want to see your keywords go up. Your keywords directly increase with the amount of blogs that you post. The more blogs you post, the more keywords that Google has the opportunity to recognize. If you guys want to look down here, so when you scroll down on your page, you'll see top organic keywords. So right now I'm ranking for 272 keywords, and this is the position I rank for each of them, right? So one thing I'm pretty proud of, if you Google realtors AI, depending on your location, most of the time I show up in the top 4, my website does, right? That's pretty hard to do. So what you're going to see here is your keyword difficulty, how much search traffic is going to you, and the volume, right? All that stuff is just kind of stuff you don't really need to understand.
Kyle, before you go further, what did you do
to cause Realtor.ai to become that high? That's the secret sauce we need to know. What
Yeah,
did you
'cause
do?
I have 0.
Blog post or what?
Posted a shitload of blogs with AI.
So a whole lot of blogs that use that term realtors.ai or realtors AI.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it. Okay. Thanks.
And when he went in, guys, when he says a shitload, he was doing 300 a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't I mean, you can do that with realestatecontent.ai. It would get probably really, really messy really soon. A really good, like if you guys want to post a blog every day, that's probably right where you should be.
Yeah.
Right? The amount of workload and stuff. The way I was able, one, it cost a ton of money to do what I did, but it also took a lot of time. What a good sweet spot for you guys would be posting a blog every day. If you can work to post blog every day, whether it's with realestatecontent.ai or the other tools that you guys have, and you can do it in a sustainable way, you know, a way that doesn't drive you nuts where you're like, oh my God, every day I have to spend 20 minutes doing this, and that to your blog. That's really where your sweet
Now,
spot.
when you say post your blog, we just hit okay. We're not like putting it on any kind of a site or anything, right? We're not like putting it
It's
on
on your blog site.
Yeah, how do you get people to your blog site is the question.
That's what he's saying is the blogs drive traffic. It has keywords and somebody says, what's the best restaurant in Vegas? And if you had a blog on the best restaurant in Vegas, you're going to show up in the first page of Google.
Well, I've got like 20 really good blogs with great keywords. I've got 0. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
So
oh, you're doing it every day. The key is every day flooding the website with blogs.
Okay.
Consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah, and you want to, what I'm doing and I'm seeing results is instead of putting in the blog title when I post on Facebook, etc., I just send them to robertmilloway.com/Jersey Bold. So everybody that clicks is going to that same URL and they're getting to the blog. The blog's going to be one of the 6 on the screen. But you have to set up a blog. You have to put a blog page on your site. For your blog.
We all have them on our sites. I'm confused.
I'll put it this way. I could teach a college course on SEO and we could spend every day together for a year and you still wouldn't know everything. And I still don't know everything, right? Like I am not an end all be all expert on SEO, but I do know how to do it in a pretty high level way. And what if I can just boil it down to you guys, it's going to drive you crazy trying to understand it. It's much better just to focus on what you should do and just say, I don't get it, but I know what I need to do.
I'm good with it.
That's all you need to know. So Tom brought up a really good point here earlier where it was like, hey, I'm posting blogs, but they're going to be kind of similar. You know how many blogs I posted that had some derivative of Realtors AI before I started ranking for it? Thousands. Thousands of them, right? So like when Sandy, you mentioned, you're like, hey, I have a blog that has good keywords. Why am I not ranking for it? That's one blog.
One blog instead of
I got 20
blogs. No, but 1,000 blogs with that same content.
Yeah. Okay. So I get it. So I'll start doing it. Well, now that we have that, that's why I was so eager for you to give us this opportunity, because for me, going back and forth, going to ChatGPT and then changing and then making photos, and then I think as a perfectionist, it takes me forever to do a blog. And this way, I'm more apt to do it every day, like you said. And then if that's a good start, one every day, then I can do that easily.
So Kyle, on blog word count, what's your recommendation?
I feel like it's changed since I've done it. I think it was 1,200 to 3,000 when I did it. It changes all the time, but that's what I remember it being was 12. It was 1,230 was what I made.
I mean, I've heard 2,100 to 3,000, so similar. But so is there a way we can up the word count on the post that?
Everything that mine's doing is fixed, but since you guys are going to be doing blogs the most, if you guys find, like, I think it is locked to 1,230. I don't know what it is. AI sucks at word count in general, by the way.
1,200 to 1,800.
Yeah. So I believe that is what we've prompted AI to stay in that range. And you want to have a good diversity in it. So like, for example, If you posted a blog, and I know it's not what you mean, Jonathan, but I'm just saying it. Like if you post a blog that is 1,230 words every single time, 100 times a week, it's going to hurt you because like the algorithm kind of understands that there's that synchronicity involved. So you want a good amount of variance, and as long as it's in that range there, that 1,230 to 1,800, you're pretty well set.
Well, the blog that generated today was like 730 words.
Yeah, AI sucks at word count. It should pull it up more. There's going to be a lot more blog count stuff going on into our algorithm after this, since this is launching. So that will, the thing that's going to make the most difference for you, Jonathan, is site mapping and backlinks. Like that's going to make a whole lot more of a difference than word count will, I'd say.
Yeah.
So obviously we can take the information, put it in ChatGPT and say, please rewrite this and make it up to 2,000 words, and then we can just put it back in. It's an extra step, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I would say that word count isn't weighted
Important.
that heavy to where
Okay.
like it would validate the time to do that, to be honest.
Okay.
But as always, like I know a lot of you guys want to go the extra mile, and that's awesome.
Yep.
You keep doing that.
The time well spent, though, Sandy, is doing backlinks.
I don't know what backlinks are.
Backlinks are, did you ever read, like, go to a website, and as you're reading the paragraph, a couple of the words are like blue.
Yes,
and
or
if you click on
highlighted.
you click on it, takes you somewhere else.
Yes.
That's a backlink.
Okay.
So if you have a community page around Henderson, and then you have 5 blogs about restaurants and things to do in Henderson,
Oh, guide them there.
blog for the restaurants in Henderson should have backlinks back to the community page. And the
Okay.
community page should have backlinks that are pointing back to your blogs.
Okay.
So you're
Just like we do with the just listeds and the
yeah, exactly. With the price points, you
Price
click
point,
on the
okay.
price point and another page opens up.
I see.
So
There-
obviously we're linking back to our own stuff.
Yep. And then what we're doing on the about page we talked about last week is we're putting all of us agents that are AI certified on my about page with backlinks back to Chris's website. So and Sandy's website and Bob's website and Rob's website, right? So on the about pages, we have an opportunity to create even more backlinks to people all over the country.
That's a great idea.
Absolutely.
So Smarty, just real quick, on our website, this is an elementary question. I know I have all those different pages on my websites, right? That I've SEO optimized and all that good stuff. But my blogs are in sort of a different area.
They are also part of the SEO strategy because they're tied to your domain.
Right, but they're not. Are they a page on my website?
It's a separate it's your main website / blog
Okay.
with the post.
Okay.
Yep. So
All
it's all included. In fact, when you created your sitemap for Google that we did last week, if you did your sitemap, Chris, when you selected to generate the sitemap, it asked you, do you want to take the pages from the blog and the website? You want to say yes. So that way Google knows about every blog you wrote too.
But I think Chris's question is about having a blog page on her website. Is that what you're asking, Chris? So you got a blog
Well,
site.
thanks,
which is
Bob.
what
Yeah, I in my header, I have, a little button for go to my blog, and it works. It goes to my blog.
Okay.
But
so you're
I
going to
don't
want to
have
go.
it.
You're going to want to go into Go High Level
Okay.
and create a page.
Okay, that was my question.
When you create the page, there is a preset blog that you just bring the code. You just take it from the drop down of elements, and it brings a blog in there. And you just tell it: do you want to show 3? Do you want to show 6?
Yeah,
You
let
put
me
a
show
background
you.
on it.
I'll just show everybody how to do it. So you come over here to your website, and on your website, you're going to create a page. So if I come down here, I have so much. I want to be able to sort these pages. I put a request in to Go High Level. So down in here, there's my blog page, Chris. So I created a blog page on my website.
That was my question, exactly.
Right. So now this is a Philly Smart blog, and this is right on my website. So when you create it, if I edit this guy, all you do when you create the page is, let me just add a new section. Remember, we have sections and stuff. So I'll just do a new one down here. So if I do a new section in the widget or in the template,
Pre-built sections.
Right?
Pre-built sections.
Yeah,
You don't have to
pre-built
go anywhere else.
right here. So in the pre-built sections down here, they have a blog, which maybe because I already have it on there, Bob, it's not showing.
I just noticed on my blog that the photo didn't come in. Is it supposed to come in?
Did you publish it before it was done loading?
I just did publish now because I got that drop down menu and did it now.
Yeah, that photo was dragging for me as well.
Yeah, it was probably still loading. So those photos, because they're AI generated, they take about 3-4 minutes to load.
Oh no, this was 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, and it was just spinning and spinning and spinning.
If you post it, is what he's saying. If you post it before the image generates, it won't push the image through the API. So it
wasn't posted.
Well, all I did was go down to the drop menu and hit post now.
I know, Sandy. So the where it says generating on the image. So
no, it was there. It was there.
Gotcha.
It was, yeah.
I was able to get the image come up by just refreshing my screen. It would come up.
Oh, okay. Let me try that. That might work.
Yeah.
I think it's an element, Smarty, but I don't think you have to do all the other steps. I think you just pull the element in.
No, that didn't work.
Kyle, you see that message?
Yeah, I put that in my notes there too.
Go into the element section.
Gotta put me on payroll.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, that's right, Bob. This is an element.
Yep, and you just, I don't think you have to go through all those other steps if I remember correctly.
Oh, here it
You
is
just
right
grab
here.
it and put it
So
in.
Chris, do you see this here? So you create a page. Let me step back out here. I have a brand new page just called blog test.
Okay.
You drag your section on there. So I put a block for where I want my blog. The green,
Okay.
Sandy, remember green is block.
Yep, I remember.
Okay. When I hit add row, I'm coming over to elements. And down on elements, if I come down, you'll see blog posts right here. And I drag and drop it in the middle. So actually, let me put a column. And then I'm going to go in, put a column in. And then from the column, I drag and drop the blog post.
Got it.
Okay. On the right-hand side, it's going to say, what blog site do you want to put here? So when I hit the down arrow, it shows my blog, Philly Smarts.
Right.
And then it says, how would you like to sort them? Do you want to do it by most recent, by category, or by author? I say recent by category. And then I could say, what categories do I want to put on my page? And I just said all posts.
And then you can change it up above to show 6 at a time instead of.
Yeah, so you
Well, I
have
guess-
standard look. I can do it like that with names.
And will you show us how to update the main menu to add blog to the navigation?
Yep, that's easy to do. So anytime you want to add anything to your menu, you just select the menu, Dana. So the orange box highlights.
Yep.
And then on the right-hand side, just scroll down and here's the menu. So there's an add item. You're going to give it a name, my blog or whatever. And then you're going to say, go to a page. And then I pointed it to my blog page.
So the advantage of having it as a page is that you can send somebody a text. It's a lot easier to send somebody to your blog than sending them that long, ugly,
Yeah, exactly.
URL.
Yeah, and that long, ugly thing is only going to take them to that one blog.
Right.
Instead, you're going to bring them here, and they'll have, I keep 6 on mine. I'll have 6 to choose from.
In yours, Bob, do you have headers at the top and the bottom of your actual blogs? Do you have headers or at the bottom or anything?
Well,
Footers or headers?
if you have your blog set up right, your bio comes on the bottom of every blog.
Okay, so like, for example, the one that's coming in from real estate content, obviously it's not. It's just a bunch of words. So how do we make sure that happens? And I don't know even that
Oh, it's just that your image hasn't generated yet, Sandy, when you did it just now.
but I don't have any footers or
So like this one just came in, guys. So this is one that just came in today, like 5 minutes ago. And look, the image is there, Sandy, right? So I have the image.
How do I get to that page?
You should have this on your website.
So go back to that, Smarty. Go back to that post.
Yeah.
Kyle, look at his screen.
Yeah, look, it has the hashtags, Kyle.
I'm under blogs and I have a list. I want to see the actual thing that you're looking at with the pictures on it.
Are you on your blog website that we just talked about?
Oh.
Blog page?
Smarty, it's not picking up the words either because the stuff you brought in from Kyle's site are saying 0-minute read. Now the words are there,
Yeah,
obviously, but it's not picking them up.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that.
You put that in there too.
So I wonder, Kyle, you might have to create some kind of thing where it will generate a integer and push it.
It should be, I guess how it's interesting because I thought that was auto-generated for after you type in the content.
Mine comes up fine. Mine
Yeah.
shows 4-minute read.
Hey, so I went in and changed my photo.
Look at mine.
And when I changed my photo and republished it, it now gives the length of the read.
So I think that what happens if you edit the post, it will generate it. But if it comes in through the API and you don't edit it, then that's what happens.
That's right. I edited it, and now it's got the.
That's what it would
minutes.
need. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Smarty, before you go any further, how do you get your bio on the bottom of the blog page? I don't remember you showing that.
This comes up. You mean on this here when you open it up?
Yeah, at the bottom about you.
This happens automatically by Go High Level.
Mine's not coming up that way, so there's something that has to be set to make that happen.
Mine's not either.
You don't have your name in your bio?
No, it is not coming up.
My name comes up with no bio underneath it.
Let's take a look. Maybe I
Bio. You write your bio in the blog when you define the author.
That was the drop down, wasn't it?
Yeah, so let's take a look at it, guys. So if you go in, let me save this.
Because Marty, I do have a name, but no bio.
So let's take a look. So if you come over, you come out here, you go to the blog. I'm going to hit the gear. And I'm going to
edit the author.
And there's
that's where the bio is.
Right there, guys. So Campbell, you probably don't have any of this filled out.
Simple enough to fix. Thank you, sir.
And you also could put all your social media links here. So I have all my social links, except I got to get X in there. Twitter.
Kyle, how are you doing with X's API costs?
I want to talk about it.
Yeah. Don't drop them, Kyle. Please keep them.
No, you guys are all safe. It's all my new customers in the next, well, nobody that's already subscribed, but we're definitely going to be doing a price increase probably here in a couple months. But none of you guys will always pay what you paid. We're also doing market data. I was talking to you guys about that. So that's our launch date for market data is April 21st, by the way. It looks really cool. So you guys
let me know when you get your toss updated.
Yeah, I will. Real quick, because I got to jump here in 15, but I want to show you guys another cool tool that you can use.
Yeah, let me stop sharing.
Okay, so when I was doing my very expensive but very effective blog strategy, this was one of the main things that helped me. So essentially, this is a force indexer. So a bit of vocabulary here, and this is why I pulled up this graphic. I want you guys to see this. So when you create a blog on your website, so that's what this graphic says. You publish content. The first thing that Google's want to do is it's going to crawl your website, which essentially means that Google's bots are going to read it. and then they will index your page based on the ranking criteria and the quality of the blog that it perceives, right? This process right here can take anything from a day to 6 months. Your blog will not have any chances of showing up on a Google search result until this process is done. So if you guys are posting blogs every single day and those blogs aren't indexed for 6 months and you're looking at your SEMrush account and you're like, what the heck, Kyle, I'm not seeing anything. It's because they're not getting indexed. Now, this is one thing that helped me out a lot. Now, this website's down now, but I did find a replacement while you guys were working on here. This website called Index Please, I'll put this in the chat. I did a little bit of research, so do some on your own because I've never used these guys personally because the ones that I used are no longer in business. This will force index everything you post. So their pricing on this is $7. That's what I would pay for this, or $0 if you can do that. Yeah, 2 pages a day.
Index 400 pages a day for $7. That's worth it.
Right. So what you're going to do is after you post all your blogs, you're going to want to log into this account, assuming it'll let you do it every day, and it will index your sitemap and then force Google to index your blog. So you don't have that 6-month waiting period. I used to do this with, it was called Tag Parrot. I used Tag Parrot every day. It was my best friend. I'm very sad that they are now gone. There is a way that you guys can do this for free through going to the Google indexing page. It's difficult, it's annoying, and it's time consuming. Pay $7. You can watch a million YouTube videos, and unless you're like Jonathan or Dana or somebody, like you will not be able to figure. It's just not worth your time.
And Google hates you. They don't want to help you with anything.
No.
Nothing.
No, they don't. No, it's
Pay
not
somebody
user-friendly.
$7 a month to do it for you.
Yeah. Now I
Let
haven't
them spank Google.
I haven't used these guys, so like maybe you do a little bit of research on your own end before you do it, because the guys that I used are no longer a thing. But there's a million of these forced indexing websites because all it is some nerd who's like, oh, I know how to index it, and I'm just going to write a program that does it for you. So there's a million of them. It just saves you that
Jonathan,
little.
when will yours be ready?
God, I'm so busy being a nerd with other stuff.
I'll build it into my platform whenever.
Yes, that's the real question: is when's Jonathan gonna be on my payroll? Yeah. So that's my last tip is when I was running it up like crazy, and you can even see it right here. Like this was really the big peak of when I was running this strategy, and I was at 2,000 people coming to my website per day off Google searches. So it works. Force index, upload a lot of blogs. Just remember, SEO is a long game. If your domain, so if your website is young, so like in the last 6 months, you just created it, you're fighting an uphill battle. Like you could do exactly what I did and pay a ton of money and post 300 blogs a week, and you're still not going to see good results just because your website's too young. After your website as your website continues to age, as you continue to post content and continue to force index it, just makes Google like you more and more and more and more. Go into your SEMrush, look at that number go up, and that's the SEO game.
So, Kyle, really the play is Google paid advertising while you're building your SEO to force traffic to your website until you can do it organic. Because if I'm hearing you correctly, 6 to 12 months of being in existence before you're really going to rank well.
100%. If you guys want to supplement that in the meantime, like to Campbell's point, you will not. No, I could spend all the money in the world. If you were like, Kyle, I have no budget. I just made this website today. I need to make 10 grand off this. I need to close, 10 houses a month within the next year. I couldn't do it. There's no way. It's just not how Google works. So to Campbell's point, like if you need to use paid ads to supplement that in the meantime, while you build your organic SEO, that's a great strategy that you could use.
So, to that same point, somebody was mentioning Susan or Sue. She asked if LinkedIn, Facebook, GMB would be good for posting articles to get traffic to the website. Yes, that would be, because it would actually get your blog noticed more, therefore getting Google to look at it.
And if you heard Jonathan, while you're on that topic, Jonathan, real quick, Bob mentioned that when you're doing those posts, he's not putting the blog itself as the URL to direct them to. but he's sending them to your blog website, Chris, right? That you just set up with the new page. And then they'll see the blog on the page to read it.
The most effective way, so there's a couple good, I'll piggyback off what Jonathan was probably about to say there, which is backlinks. So, putting that website, the blog link in your social media posts has the opportunity to create backlinks for you, which is very important. Just know it's a catch-22, right? So if you have any links in your social media posts are not going to do very well because Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, they don't like that, right? So just know that anytime you're putting a link into your social media posts, you're increasing the chances, you're helping your website, but you're shooting yourself in the foot on social media. So just know
The way to get around that, guys, is never
First comment.
link in the post itself. Make a post and be the first one to comment on your post, and in the comment you put the link.
Well, that's Kyle's next project.
Yeah,
to be able to post the first comment at the same time we're putting the post up.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I was just about to say, Kyle needs to roll out the ability to when you're pushing a post, it automatically posts to every social media that you have connected and the first comment.
That would be sweet.
Kyle, let me ask you a question since you understand this so well. I have web pages on my website that are called Explore Ackworth, one of the cities that I represent. I also have bought the domain exploreackworth.com. Do I lose SEO juice by pointing them from www.exploreackworth.com to the actual web page within Go High Level, or does that help to have those links there that are pointing towards it?
It helps. Yeah. So some of the metrics that Google looks at to determine if you have a healthy website, one of them is age. The others is backlinks. So even if you own all of those websites, the fact that they're interlinked to each other, you have links from one website to your Go High Level.
Perfect.
That tells Google that it's a trusted source.
But you can't use the same Explore Ackworth page as the one in your domain in your actual website. So you have to have two separate Explore Ackworth pages.
Right. One thing I want to talk about real quick is ways that you guys can drive more traffic to your blogs. So if you don't want to just rely on organic traffic coming from Google, how do we get more traffic to your website using your blogs? Because nobody's just going to click on your website for the sake of clicking on your website. That's why blogs exist. Other than social media, big one is email lists, right? So I'm a big believer in using blog content in your email lists. The way that you can do that is by, using the title of your blog as your subject through your CRM, and then also having just like the first paragraph of that blog as the body, and then having a link to that blog to read more. That's an effective strategy. Or just doing like a really, hooky title, like, hey guys, I just wrote this blog for you today. Like, I'm talking about the top 5 coffee shops in Cincinnati. Check it out. Blog goes to your website with Smarty and everything, helps build that organic traffic, and also, gives you an attaboy from Google. So that's another really good way that you guys
that's a campaign in your CRM. So you go to marketing, email, campaigns.
Yep.
And
now you might want to use a different email
folder called blog, and you put them all in the folder.
Smarty, wouldn't we want to have a separate email address for sending that from, so that if we start getting hammered on that, we're not losing the juice from the other stuff that we're sending out?
Depends
as long as you're keeping it clean, you're not going to have a problem.
Yeah.
If you're just sending it to a bunch of random people, that's how you have a problem.
But Bob, that's kind of what he was indicating, is that sending it out to a wider audience. So you might want to have, quote, a spam email that you're sending out from a completely different source than Go High Level to try to get people to your blog and get them into your ecosphere.
I'm sending out those campaigns that apply to both buyers and sellers to my entire database, and I'm getting, out of 5,000-6,000 emails, I'm getting 1 complaint.
Yeah.
Getting 2 or 3 unsubscribes because I keep it so clean.
You
good
and
to look at.
You don't want to just download a list and start blasting it. You want to just
use your native.
That's where you get the problem.
Yeah, don't buy a list to say I'm going to try to buy, because you get a lot of bad emails. You're going to have a lot of spams.
So don't use My Plus leads.
Yeah, I was about to say that My Plus leads, those coming in, would they be good for that?
No. If you want to destroy your Go High Level account, your email.
That
And
answer is
the rest
kind
of
of
it.
depends. Like right now, I'm getting like zero. I'm getting next to nothing on expireds and FISBOs right now. So I'm adding them in because it's not enough to hurt anything. But if it goes back to where it used to be, that on the first of the month you're getting 200, then yeah, I wouldn't pound that 200.
So here's the trick for this. So when it comes to email marketing, the name of the game is consent to marketing, right? So if somebody consents to join your email list, it's like when you go to a website and they're like, "Do you want to join for market updates XYZ?" and somebody hits yes, which not a lot of people do, but some do. And you send an email out to them, you are golden. You can send them 30 emails a day and you're fine, right? Now, to Dana's point, and kind of what a couple other people were talking about, using spam email lists, so just like dumping in a bunch of people into your CRM is a great way to get your Go High Level email banned and just to get it, go into everybody's spam folder. Here's the trick. Here's how you can use paid lead lists and funnel them ethically into that mail folder. Okay. So you're going to use a paid lead list as a Facebook lookalike audience. Right. Okay. And then you run an ad campaign to get people to sign up to your email list. So those Facebook ads are going to those people that you paid for, right? But it's not marketing to them with the email. It's giving them an ad that's like, hey, sign up to my email list for XYZ, right? So somebody clicks on that ad. Now they're actually in your email list. They're actually consenting. You can send them as many emails as you want. You'll never be in trouble.
Is that a custom list in Facebook?
A custom list in
That's going away. Isn't that going away, Smarty?
It's going away in April.
Yeah, we still have a couple months to do it, Tim. So start building those lists now.
Yeah.
Or Facebook takes them away from us.
I mean, you can do the same activity on Google. I don't think that's going away.
Yeah, Google and TikTok has an audience now too, so you can put them on TikTok and run an ad over there.
Hey guys, how do we troubleshoot? It's saying expiring as it's posting. I got everything else sorted. I got the categories and the author, but it's expiring.
Is it it's probably that check the time, Rob, that it's scheduled for.
No, I put a few minutes out and it just goes expired.
You double click on your website.
Just a few minutes past.
Yeah.
No, I've done it a few times now.
You might do so. Drag that post over to the next day, just to make sure.
Drag it over, and it takes from expired to schedule or unscheduled. Rob, just drag those expireds forward.
I can see it's being scheduled, and then as the time goes past, it goes expired.
Once you get it to scheduled, so just drag it over the next day, and then hit post now while it's in the second day, just to make sure it's not running into expired.
Yeah, I just think there's an error somewhere.
There's a chance. So hit everybody in here, because I got to jump off here at the top of the hour. Everybody who had some kind of tricky issue or something like that, hit us on support. I'll put that email in the chat one more time.
I sent that, Kyle, with the screenshot, so they've got it.
Thank you, Campbell. Content.ai.
And I was wondering if I can ask a general question as well on the product.
Let me give you 1 second. Actually, yeah, it's a phone call. Yeah, go ahead.
So I just created a fun topic, like what things to do this weekend, right? Yeah. And what it did, it mixed the subject matter with buying and selling real estate, which doesn't really relate.
Yeah, I know why. So when you do current events, you want to make sure that you have generate with web search selected. So in the top right of your screen, there's a black generate button. And
I see the both. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So have that selected anytime it's talking about current events, and that will avoid that issue. You also want to make sure when you're talking about things to do XYZ, you want to include a location in your subject matter as well if you didn't the first time. And that'll help you out there.
Good, guys. Kyle, thank you for everything. Really appreciate it.
This is a great session, Kyle. Thank you.
You guys are great. I love talking about this SEO stuff. So next time I jump on with you guys, I don't know if I'll have time before the end of the month, but definitely maybe the first week of April, depends on what Smarty's got lined up. I try to always have something new and cool and exciting for you guys, but I appreciate y'all's patience for the, rolling out the Go High Level feature. The best thing that y'all could do is hit us on support. I have a list of notes from stuff that I was watching you guys do today. Just know it's not your fault. It's ours. So just be patient. We're going to work on it. We'll make sure that we get it built. We built this whole thing for you guys in less than 2 months with all of our other projects. So I'm confident that we'll get this to the point where easy breezy, snap your finger, and then all you got to do is pull up your SEMrush account and watch that number go up. So
Put the blame where it really needs to be, the Go High Level API team.
The API.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes, it is their fault. Appreciate it, guys. All right. Well, next time I'm on with y'all, I'll make sure I have something cool to share with you.
Awesome.
Smarty, let me know if there's any questions. Links. I know I sent a lot of links and stuff here today. Questions, stuff like that. But I love talking to you guys every time.
I'll take all his links and put them in a post on the community page, so we'll have it all his in a common place.
Awesome, friends. Okay, guys. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Thank you, man.
Bye.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Good stuff, guys, huh?
Great
Is
stuff.
Marty, will last Monday's meeting be published soon to?
It's already there.
Oh, really? I didn't see any March at all.
Yep. So let me I'm going to troubleshoot let me just go through real quick the new layout. I have to jump on with Go High Level after I'm done because I thought I removed everybody, but not everybody, but some of you guys are still seeing 6. So if you go into the community now, you see the community page, Sandy, right?
I'm not there yet. Hold on.
No, right here. Look at my screen. I'm
Oh,
sharing.
yeah. I do. Yeah.
Okay. When you click on take a course, today I distilled it down to 3 courses now. So you don't have to 6. So you'll know they're the new courses because I have a brand new logo in the CRM. You don't have that orange chapter that are on all the pages.
Which I like better, by the way.
So
Smarty, I still have 8.
Yeah, so I still have to troubleshoot, Campbell, because for some reason it's maybe a cache thing, Campbell. But I removed everybody to 6, so you should now at the end. When I fix this, I'm going to find out from Go High Level why you're still seeing the 6 or 8, Campbell. Because if I look at your account, you only have access to 3. So I'll find that out, but they'll disappear once we figure this out. But in here,
that might explain Kyle's not syncing for it either. It may be something in my account that's boogered up right now.
Yeah, I'll figure out what's going on.
Thank you, sir.
So right here, guys, Juanita, I consolidated all the replays under the Mastery Vault, the ProEdge CRM Mastery Vault. The fast track is for setting up the CRM, and the how-to hub, you want to go there often when you have a question, like how do I import? How do I create a blog? How do I create a category for my blog? So all those fun questions that we all ask, I'm making like 2 or 3 minute videos. And when you're in there, you can search the topic and you can see a quick video of how to do what you're looking to do. So we'll keep growing that. But if you come over here, if I open up the Mastery Vault, up top, I have it organized by Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so if you look at Fridays, March 7th is right here, Juanita.
Okay, got it. Hopefully mine will just be updated.
Yeah, and then Wednesday, Bob didn't do last week because he had a conflict, but the last mailbox power was on the 26th. And then Mondays, I have Mondays lined up here, and then I'll have today's for Kyle's by tomorrow. So what we have to do, just so you know, the process for these replays is after the recording today, I send them to JP, and then he has to edit all the videos because anywhere we showed contact information, or sensitive data, he has to mask the video for YouTube because I'm storing all these on the YouTube channel.
Smarty, have you heard from Joe yet regarding tomorrow?
None. Let me see. I don't think so. Yeah, not yet.
Is he ever going to start backfeeding?
Oh, no. He did. Wait.
Are you still working on getting him to backfeed enrichment data enrichment to us?
With Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're trying to get Joe's going to be one of our guests on here for some of the integration we're doing, Jonathan. That's one of the things we want to get done. He's heads down focusing on getting
Falcon
out the doors first. So let's get that out the door. Once it goes out the door, then we're going to have new links in the CRM to point our clients to that instead of the old iList. So once we get instructions from Joe, I'll make a video of what we're going to need to do. And you'll go in and make that tweak in your CRM to point to the new URL for Falcon instead of the old one.
Oh, hey, Smarty, I've been meaning to ask you. Am I correct in my understanding that the dynamic QR code function that Joe's got in this system is only available using the direct mail vendors inside of iList, or is there a way to acquire a dynamic QR code?
That's a really good question that Michelle asked today because she's doing postcards from the CRM's Postcard Mania. So she designed a postcard to send out to sellers. And she asked if she could have dynamic QR codes on each of those postcards. Molly came back and said the answer is absolutely yes. So I just asked Molly to give us more instructions on what we need to do to create those dynamic QR codes.
Yeah. Yes, answer is great, but how?
Yeah, that was my next question. She said that yes, we'd absolutely do it. I'm like, well, tell me how so we can teach everybody.
Well, I would think it would be, we would have to, we could probably do the dynamic QR codes out of Go High Level. Is there a way to create a Go High Level workflow to create a QR code out of Go High Level?
That's a good question, Jonathan. I wonder if.
Yeah, Smarty, while you're doing that, I wasn't sure what your answer was to Joe tomorrow.
So he's just still inquiring, Tim. He said, what contact did you not see so you could better understand the question?
You know,
Send them anything?
QR code generated out of Go High Level with integration with a third party probably doesn't work if you're using things like webhooks because you can create a custom value for a QR code, but how do
Well,
you
you could
get
send the image through the webhook, but I mean, it has to be able to be received by the third party.
right? That would be the issue.
Now, Mailbox Power is built right into the workflow. I mean, Postcard Mania.
So you'd want to have, like in Mailbox Power, they have dynamic QR codes. You just put Joe's code behind it. But I send the people there through a tag that generates the postcard and sends it out. So you make the postcard in whichever postcard server you're doing, and all you're doing in Go High Level is sending the person you want the postcard sent to.
Correct. Yeah. So Bob, what you're given like in Mailbox Power, you're just using Joe's link, right?
Yeah. So Mailbox Power has dynamic code in there to begin with, and all you do is, like, say I'm setting up a expired postcard. I put his code in there with the address, make the postcard and set it up. And then on the right-hand side, you just put in what, Joe's information, and it makes every postcard, every code, dynamic to that postcard. So I don't think that you're going to be able to make that dynamic code and then apply it to a postcard. You're going to do it at the postcard side and just have it set up and have a tag to send the lead to the postcard.
So,
regardless what company you're using.
Postcard Mania.
Oh no, it's a company called Print Genie.
Yeah, it probably doesn't matter what your mailing service is. The dynamic QR code got to be on the mailing service side, and all you're doing is sending the contact to them to send the postcard.
Right, but there would have to be some sort of integration level.
Yeah, like what we have to give, like dynamic.
Yeah, there's no direct integration with Joe's on Mailbox Power. Literally same way as you do in the emails. You put the code in to Mailbox Power for that postcard.
That's the code right there.
So Bob, what Mailbox Power is doing is they're using the template strings and because that URL that you're using, that you're putting behind the QR code is pulling template strings from the address information that you have for Mailbox Power.
Correct, but I mean, you're trying to automate it. So the way I automate it is I tag MBP FISBO, and then once I put that tag on, the information goes over to Mailbox Power, and the postcard leaves. But I have to set up the automations and the postcards in Mailbox Power. They're in the, forget what the mailing company is. Whatever the mailing company is, you got to have your QR code and your postcard set up in the mailing company. Then all you're doing is sending the contact to the mailing company. It should automatically go out. It shouldn't matter who the vendor is.
Which QR code am I giving them?
You're creating any QR code you want. You're putting Joe's link behind it.
So
which one of Joe's links?
Well, first of all, Diana, this postcard company that you're using, do they allow you to use template strings?
Well, I guess that's a good question. I don't know.
That's one question, and then also, will they generate a QR code? Because the QR code is not technically dynamic. What it is it's a QR code that's generated on the fly with the template strings that parse in the address information that then creates the URL that goes to Joe's website.
I see. Okay. More investigation needed then.
Okay.
Yeah, check with your that postcard company, Dana, to make sure that they can put strings behind that. Do they generate the QR code? Is question number one. But number two, can you parse in the address information into that QR code?
Right. Thank you.
John?
Hey, Smarty. I think you're aware of the problem we're having with the Facebook thing. AJ's still struggling with it. So he's not, excuse me, I'm struggling with a cough. He's not available till tomorrow after 6, but he's trying some of the things you told him already. But we're kind of dead in the water on a lot of the stuff we're trying to do right now. And there was something else about the Google, some kind of Google email, something that we already signed up for a couple months ago and we're paying for it. And he's trying to use that on another email, and that's not working either.
Oh, you're talking about Instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Instantly. So, hey, Bob, you're going to have your session on Wednesday?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. On the session, we could ask you to log into the, who's the other
Warmbox.ai?
Yeah, Warmbox AI. Just setting that up.
I think Bob told me that you could only do one email on there. Is that right?
You can do as many as you want, but it's $19 an email.
Yeah, so we were trying to get to Instantly to work because we're probably going to do 10 or 15 of them just to be safe.
See, that's when I was in retail. Like someone would come in and say that something was priced cheaper somewhere else, but they don't have it. And I tell them I'm even cheaper when I don't have it.
Yep. Yep. Just get one more for now, John. That's all you need.
Yeah, I spent like all day Saturday trying to get Instantly hooked up using ChatGPT and then their AI. Then I got an actual person going back and forth. But they're in India, so of course it's a big delay. But hopefully I'm getting closer.
Did you get it close?
Frustrating though. Hey, Smarty, I've almost got my FISBO Easy Kit site set up. I need a little bit of kind of just looking through it and making sure everything's all set up. Can you do that with me another time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, should I schedule something on your calendar?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay, that'd be great. Awesome. Yeah, I'm like finally getting it all put together. So Thank you.
I'm going to be using the Instacart on or InstaShow on a couple of my houses. So
Heck
we're going to
yeah.
get these guys on a pretty cool technology, guys, for showings. We're going to put showing time out of business.
Yeah, I got my signs and I put
What's
it in
Instacart?
the
Did I miss it?
book and everything too. So
Yeah, they'll be on in a couple weeks.
Smart,
Oh,
you're
so
gonna have
they
a hard
don't.
time putting showing time out of business when it's integrated with almost every MLS out there.
Yeah, this is
It's
too.
hard to get people to use something when they've
Yeah.
already got it built into the MLS to request a showing.
Yeah,
And I hate Zillow with a passion, but with Zillow owning it, they got a lot of money to put behind it now.
Yep. So you got to hear the story and how they do it. They connected all the MLSs.
Oh, I've heard their story. I know what they do. The problem is getting other agents to adopt being willing to do that because it's not embedded into the MLS for them to click the button to schedule the showing.
That's right.
Yep.
They ran showing time out of Arizona just because Zillow owned it. We switched over recently up to Aligned.
That's good to hear.
I'm all for anything to put Zillow out of business. I would gladly sign up. They are not our friend in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Nope, they steal our leads.
Yep.
Do a lot more than that.
Yeah.
They bankrupt teams.
Yes, they do.
Warm box right now, and I don't see how I can show, since mine's set up, I don't see how I can show someone how to do it. I'll poke around between now and Wednesday, but I don't see how to show somebody unless I bring in another email.
Or what we could do is Brian, you signed up, right?
Me?
No, Brian. Or I don't know, Brian, if you did too. But like Brian signed up, I think today. He's having trouble just figuring out how to sign up. So maybe we could have him share and just walk.
So is it instantly a problem now for everybody or just a couple people?
No, Wednesday's for everybody.
No, I mean,
No, instantly has trouble connecting with GA Go High Level. It's not instantly. It's Go High Level. Makes you go jump through hoops.
but Smarty got it to work, right?
Yeah, where everybody gets messed up on instantly is you're not connecting to your Google My Business email. Once you use the Google account that has owns the Google workspace. Am I saying it right, Jonathan? The Google workspace. Everything worked for me.
Google Workspaces.
I had to go back to an email that was 3 years old, but it's the one that created the Google Workplace. I don't even use that email anymore. But once I started going in instantly and say, connect to this one with the secret key, everything worked. And I was able to add 10 emails.
So it has to be a user on Google Workspace. It's not the admin, it's a user.
A user. Yep.
So we signed up for that Google Workspace like 3 months ago when you brought it up. And I think it's a different email on there. We just need to use that email to sign up for instantly, and it should work, and then bring in whatever emails you want, unlimited, right?
Yep.
But you have to use the application password, not your actual password you log in with.
There's an app password site that's in my video for AJ. I did a video on how to connect, John. Just make sure he follows my video.
Okay.
Got to go to the app. You have to create an app password for that user, and then instantly you're using that user and the app password to log in.
You need to make sure you're logged into the right Gmail account when you create the app password.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen like 10 people do it like the wrong, they're like, it's not working smart. And then I'll do a Zoom. And when they hit the app password, it's logging in at like their Gmail account, not their domain user again. And I'm like, you got to change the user, make sure you're logged in as the user before you create the password.
What about the Facebook problem? Do you have any idea what's causing that, or?
That's just you created a new world, right? Didn't you create a new user?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's just standard Facebook. So creating a Facebook account and a business
Well, he did that, and he did the business page, and then he put the credit card in for the business page, and there was one other thing it won't let him go through now.
What is that? The custom audience?
I don't know, to be honest. We were on a Zoom
It
call
may be the
Saturday.
custom audience because you can't do custom audiences until you spend some money with Facebook. So tell AJ to spend $100, $200 this weekend on an ad in Facebook and show that you're spending money, and then they'll open up new features.
Okay, he put the credit card in, but I guess we didn't spend any money.
Didn't spend any money.
So that's probably the problem.
Facebook's going to want to see some moolah to say, all right, we'll let you do custom audiences and some other things.
All right.
Gotta pay to play.
You got to pay to play.
Well, we were running ads on the other account, but we shut it all
It
down
doesn't, yeah, that
Saturday.
got all shut down. Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, guys, I'll have this up tomorrow, and then the next one we'll do some marketing with Bob with listening to leads and some other things we'll do on Wednesday.
1 o'clock? Oh, 1 o'clock my time.
4 o'clock East Coast, so 1 o'clock your time.
Okay.
Wednesday.
See you guys then.
Get blogging, guys. Blog a day keeps the doctor away.
Bye-bye.
Well,
Bye-bye.
we have to edit the blogs before we.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every day we have to go and edit that.
Yeah, a daily task. Let it generate and then go in and edit it and post it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one, guys.
You too.